Hey, Dave, could you come in here? Okay. What do you think? Really? Are you sure it's not too young for how old I look, or too old for how young I look? I don't know. No, I've got nothing to wear. I thought I had something. I put on a dress last night and I thought it looked great, and then I realized that I got it during the Bush administration. Like, the first Bush administration. Anyway, how does it look from behind? Okay. Maybe this one, though? Do you think? Yes. I am being very nervous. Well, because I haven't been on a date in a very long time. Well, yeah, but okay, the other day wasn't so much it was a date, but it wasn't a date. It was a feeding that went for a very long time. It wasn't a date that I'd planned for. I didn't have time to think about it. I was already in it before I realized it was a date, is what I'm saying. And now I have to plan for a date, and I don't know how to plan for a date because I haven't been on a date since... Oh my God. Do you know how long it's been since I've been on a date? Do you know who my last date was? You. You were my last date. Yeah, back when you and your husband were first dating. He was a cabinet maker at the time, and you were working at a waterbed manufacturer, so it had to be the 70s or early 80s. Yeah, back when I used to bring you your lunch and pretend to be your happy little housewife, and then go down the street and across the road and bring him his lunch and pretend to be his happy little housewife. I was more afraid of being found out to be a two-timing tramp than I was of being a vampire. Oh my God. The things we used to do. I was always so worried about you back then. Worried that the wrong person would find out. Do something awful. Well, of course I would. But nobody knew you had a super hot vampire protector for a best friend, did they? And you weren't by my side 24/7. Yeah, no, we spent a lot of time together. But then you met the love of your life. What? No, that's not jealousy. I've been more than happy to share you. I like seeing you happy, and he makes you very happy. And he has for a long time. I'm very impressed. Oh. No. Not jealous that you have a relationship and I don't. Just envious. I will admit, it has sometimes been a little lonely. But I've had my happy relationships, and I know I will have more. Exactly. This one might be it. No, I suppose I didn't look for a long time, huh? Truth be told, I wasn't looking now. Just sort of stumbled into it. But I'm optimistic. I have a good feeling about this. Yes, I am an optimist. Oh, well, I suppose some vampires live long enough to become misanthropes, but that hasn't happened to me yet. Why? Honey, how can you ask me that when there are still people like you in the world? How could I hate humans when you're one? Besides, look what humans can come up with. Have you seen this dress? What do you think? Too much? Well, yeah. I suppose I will always be more inclined to dress a little bit more formal than the average 21st century woman, huh? Hey, cut me some slack. At least I no longer wear different outfits for, let's see, having breakfast, going out for a walk to visit friends, going for a ride in the park, sitting at home and cleaning, having guests in the evening, or going out to a party. Yes, every last one of those is a different outfit. And might I say, they were all gorgeous. But yes, I did spend a lot of time changing during the day. Okay, so we are agreed this is the one, right? Okay. Thank you, my dear. Would you hold on to this while I get changed? Yeah. Oh, I know. Can you imagine having done this 20 years ago with you in the dressing room with me, even if they knew you were gay? Actually, I don't know which would have been better 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it would have been okay, especially if they knew we were gay. But 40 years ago? They never would have believed that we were just changing in the dressing room. Okay, let's grab this and pay for it. I actually don't know where we're going. Oh my god, does that matter? Does that matter? Does it still matter? It doesn't matter, right? Like, because we're not going to be going anyplace especially formal. He would have let me know if we were going someplace especially formal. Yeah, no, this outfit's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Is it going to be fine? Please tell me it's going to be fine. Panicking? I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. Why would I panic? Just because I'm about to go on a date with a person who was not born the last time I went on an actual date. Oh my god. Was his parents born? I am so old. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He's not a child, and if I'm robbing the cradle, then he is more than robbing the grave. He is robbing the pyramid. Oh, I don't want to put it in those terms. It's definitely cursed. You know, the other night I actually talked to him about the revolution. Well, okay. I can either choose to believe that we will have nothing to talk about because we are so far apart in age and frames of reference, or I can choose to believe that our differences give us more to talk about. And besides, I've kept in touch, I've kept up to date, I've kept myself relevant. And I never worried about any of this before I was going on another date. I really like this one. I want this to work. And he's already been introduced to the messiness that is my life with Brad. Oh, I did not tell you. Brad. How did I forget to tell you about Brad? Yeah. Okay, so you didn't pick us up from the theater. We went to go pick up his car. Brad is still there at the biter bar, right? And he pulls a knife. But, oh my God, this superhero I'm dating goes and knocks it out of his hand, puts him down to the ground in no time flat. It was fabulous. I was very impressed and also kind of worried because obviously a knife is going to do more to him than it would do to me. But I know, right? He's a great guy. At least I think he's a great guy. He's starting out looking like a great guy. And he actually shows interest when I talk about my antiquated life. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I have been worried about nothing. Well, except Brad. He needs help. I don't know if he's going to get it in prison. I don't know if he's going to stay in prison. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. In the meantime, let's get this paid for. Oh, and Dave, thank you. Could never have asked for a better best friend. Hi, folks. I hope you have enjoyed this little interlude before we continue on with the story of the Flirty Vampire and the actual listener as opposed to Dave. I wanted to take a light little interlude after the last kind of heavy episode, but I suppose there's still a little bit of heaviness to this one, talking about the history of prejudice against queer people. But I think that certainly a character like this can't have lived without having those experiences. And I also truly believe that by taking a good look at where we've been, we can see how far we've come and appreciate it. Which brings me to the reason I am doing a little postscript to this story today. This series has gotten such good feedback, and it has done so well, and I am so, I've used this word before, but I am so very humbled because of all the characters I've done. This is the one that's the closest reflection to who I am. It's my attitudes, my beliefs, and my philosophies. And a lot of my personal history and I'm not hundreds of years old, but my personal history and my family's personal history and my ancestors' personal history. So having this particular series do well is very flattering. And I thank you all very much for liking her so well, because I can take that very personally. Just thank you so much. And if you are ever on Discord, I hope you will come hang out. I'm so often just in and out very quickly. As you can imagine, when I'm posting every day, and also trying to live a somewhat healthy life, working out and actually working, I don't get a lot of time to spend in Discord, but I do go there every day, either lurking or chatting for just a few minutes before I have to go. And sometimes I get to spend a couple of hours there and hang out with my real life friends and my virtual ASMR friends. And I do love it there. I hope you will join me at the ASMR Roleplay Lounge and come get to know me, come get to know other fans of ASMR, and come get to know other ASMR artists like Xena Alexander, like Starlet, like Wolf, who you often see in the comments because I adore Wolf, and VOG, who, oh my goodness, if you have not heard VOG's voice, you need to. Wolf and VOG, possibly, just possibly, two of the hottest male voices in ASMR. I mean, there's Pebbles, there's Good Boy Audio. They're delicious, but I don't know them from Adams, so screw that. They're not my friends. Viron. I have such voice envy of Viron. It's not even funny. She sounds so beautiful. If you haven't, I'm going to link to these people. Down below. Anyway, yeah, there are so many. Fluster Bunny and Nightmare Dream Girl, who is also a friend, a real life friend from before ASMR. So just come join us. Come join us on the Discord. Come hang out. There's such a great bunch of people. There's so many VAs that I cannot even... I know I'm missing so many that I actually interact with on a regular basis, and I really, really like as human beings and love their voices, and I'm completely forgetting them right now. But I've probably mentioned them before. Anyway, enough rambling. I've taken up enough of your time. As always, thank you for all of the likes and the comments and the shares and the subscriptions. You feed my soul and justify me doing these silly little stories and silly little voices that make me so happy. So thank you. You go have a great day and a great weekend. And I, of course, will see you back here tomorrow. Take care.